Okay, so I am currently in a Unity2D project, but all I have at the moment is a player that can run and jump. I made this in the last tutorial, so you can watch that if you haven't made one already, but this is all I currently have. And we need the camera to follow the player. As you see, it's quite static at the moment. So, to begin, I'm going to right click down here in the hierarchy, create mono behavior script, and we'll call this camera controller. And I'm going to double click that to open up in Visual Studios. Okay, so to start with, we're going to create a function called follow target. In this case, the target will be our player, but if you want to change the target, that will also work. So first things first, we need a reference to our target. So a transform, we'll call this target. Next up, in follow target, we're going to say transform dot position is equal to, so our camera's position is equal to vector 2, because we're working in 2D, dot smooth damp. And what this will do is essentially move a transform from one position to another with a smooth dampener, so it will slowly move to that position. Okay, and you can see the couple of variables we need. We need the current position, we need the target position, and the current velocity and smooth time. So we'll first put in our current position, which is our transform dot position, obviously. And for target position, we could just put target dot position. However, if we want to offset the camera to make it a bit higher or a bit lower, we'll want to add that too. So instead, we'll create a new variable called, it'll be a vector 3, and we'll call it offset. That way, we can create a new vector 3 here called target position. But instead of just being target position, we can add the offset. So +2 on the Y, -2 on the X, and instead of target position, we can now just put in our target position. Next up was the reference to our current velocity, so we create a new vector 2 here, public. Actually, it will be a vector 3 at the moment, because we're working with vector 3. No. We want it to be, my bad, this is not a vector 2, it's a vector 3, I got that mistaken. So vector 3, and we'll call this underscore velocity, because it's a reference, and we'll pass that through here. And smooth time, that's our last variable that we need. Public float smooth time. And this will be like how quickly it goes from the current position to the target position. So we can set this to something like 0.25, should be nice. But we'll be able to change that later anyway. So smooth time. And the reason that we're getting an error here is because we didn't pass this through as a reference. So we need to put the ref keyword here. And then that should be good. Now we want to get rid of update, because if we put this in update, what you'll notice is a bit of stuttering. So instead, we want to put this in fixed update. So update a bit less often, because this is technically a physics function. Get rid of start, and this is our full script. I believe that is everything we need for now. Now if we go back into Unity, main camera, we can drag and drop the character controller into here, and you'll see all our variables here. I just realized that this is not showing, so here we got the player controller. I've dragged in the player. I can pass through 2 on the Y and -10 on the Z. And if I click play now, you'll see the camera now slowly moves to it. Now if we set the smooth time to 0, it will exactly follow the player, but if we set it to something like 2, very slowly, or something like 0.25, it's quite nice. And you'll see here our offset, the reason we added this. If you want the offset to be here, now the camera will follow the player here, or a bit lower, something like Hollow Knight, where you can see the bottom. Z, how far and close it is. But yeah, we really just want this on -10, to be honest. And X, obviously, if you for some reason want to offset on the X. And that is our full camera controller. I hope that helped, and I'll see you guys in the next one.